Halloween is strange. You get a trick or a treat? Like, you have to choose?
Halloween, is it? Long ago I gathered with my children to... never mind.
Trick or treat. Was that sufficiently frightening? Instead of candy, I'm giving away fiend meat for Halloween. Take as much as you'd like.
Trick or treat. This is like no incantation I have ever heard.
Is this a holiday where people put pumpkins on their heads?
Trick or treat? Receiving confections? I fear I am unaccustomed to these modern conventions.
Threatening mischief if you aren't given candy doesn't sound menacing enough. A knife would be far more persuasive.
This is the holiday where we give out candy hearts, yes? No? Wrong one?
Here's a knife-shaped treat just for you. What? That's not weird at all.
This holiday reminds me of when the Assassin's Guild went trick-or-treating. It got messy.
Your candy or your life? Oh, the look on your face is priceless.
So one can receive candy simply by saying trick or treat? What a curious incantation.
Now is our chance to sunder the captain's cool demeanor with some pranks. Charge!
Wait, so I walk up to somebody, scream trick or treat in their face, and they give me candy?
Trick or treat, eh? If I gave out precious bones, most would consider it a trick.
Trick or treat? But what use have the dead for candy?
I suppose reading one of my picture books is like being tricked, in a way.
Now, young man, I've worked out an exceptional trick and baked some delicious cookies. Which will it be?
Trick or treat? Answer quickly or I shall default to trick. Time's up.
Trick or treat? I have my tea. Do you have a treat for me? I used my ancient magic to make some candy. It's a bit squishy, but hey, wait! Don't run away!
Perhaps I'll dress as one of my experiments this year. Oh, the children will be delighted!
Oh, I cannot wait to see what sort of tricks you play on this day.
Trick or treat? Answer quickly or I shall default to trick. Time's up.
What an interesting holiday. I am, of course, well stocked with all manner of sweets.
Trick or treat! Tricks? Oh, I'm usually the trick-y rather than the tricker. I'm not good at playing pranks, but I accept them fair and square.
I like tricking more than being tricked. Can I play one?
trap. I fear I'm not familiar with traditions of the young.
What an interesting holiday. I am, of course, well stocked with all manner of sweets.
I'll trick you but good with a duel.
If you need help with your Halloween makeup, I'm your girl.
So, what kind of tricks do you like? And do they involve knives?
Trick or treat. Candy's nice and all, but I'd rather get some coin.
Trick or treat! And just between us, I hope it's trick.
Yeah, I got you, Candy. Just lay off the pranks, would you?
This reminds me of the church's harvest festival, though that was far more austere.
We give out treats to our guests around Halloween. Speaking of which, here you go.
Trick or treat! That means I get candy, right?
If you require costume armor for this trick-or-treat ordeal, perhaps I could help.
Trick or treat? Wait, Ron get candy?
Trick or treat! And just between us, I hope it's trick.
Trick or treat. Or rather, treat please. You can play any trick on me you'd like.
The singing won't stop until you fork over the treats. Just kidding.
Trick or treat! Now tell me the dragon's weaknesses before I serve up some mischief.
Trick or treat? I wonder if there's an equation that would let me encompass both.
Trick or treat? Is it really so strange that I would utter those words? An autumn harvest festival? I shall don a costume and dance.
I used my ancient magic to make some candy. It's a bit squishy, but hey, wait, don't run away.
You're going to play a trick on me? Come now, how childish.
Halloween is not a free license to make mischief. It's slap or treat for you. Understand?
Trick or treat! Whoa! I'm so excited I might forget how to priest!
A little mischief is permissible on Halloween, but I will admonish any who get out of hand.
So, you can prank anybody you want on Halloween, and they won't seek vengeance?
Children are given sweets on this day. Then I shall enjoy it with the zeal of a cub.
costume idea. Might I suggest Loyal Maid? Everyone's in such a festive mood. Here, have some candy. Today only, all sweets half off. Wait, isn't that the whole point of this holiday?
When I think of tricks, I think of firecrackers. Oh, how I used to annoy my father with those.
I will eat all the candy. Huh? That's not what this festival is about?
Trick or treat. This year I got a bloody fiend corpse to wear and... What? Is that weird?
I don't want a trick or a treat. I want a fight.
If I give you a treat, will you leave me alone to continue my research?
Trick or treat? Well, just treats, please.
You want me to dress up in a costume? Sounds fun.
If you think to pull a prank on me, think again. Such a thing may come at the cost of your life.
And here's a little treat for you. Huh? Don't treat you like a child? One gets candy or a prank. Humans have some strange customs.
There is nothing better than free candy. Nothing. Trick or treat! I'm so excited for candy!
I understand delivering treats, but why tricks?
Trick or treating is an interesting tradition, is it not? I should research how it started.
My brother sent me a pumpkin, so I'm carving it into a jack-o'-lantern.
It's okay to be selfish today, so hand over the treats before I trick you.
Trick or treat! Today seems like it'll be a fun day.
Trick or training? Which will it be? Getting pranked or one of my lessons?
Trick or treat? No, I demand my treats at once.
I like tricking more than being tricked. Can I play one?
Trick or treat! This year I'm going as myself. Again.
Trick or treat. This year I got a bloody fiend corpse to wear and... What? Is that weird?
All this talk of disguises and tricks. Foreign cultures fascinate me.
Trick or treat. Answer quickly or I shall default to trick. Time's up.
If you don't give me a treat, I'll give you a bucket of water in the face.
Maybe I'll go trick-or-treating on skates. Just kidding.
Trick or tango. Huh? What do you mean that's not how it goes?
Trick or treat! Now then, what manner of candy do you have for me?
Trick or treat. You're gonna go for trick, right?
Playing tricks, getting tricked. Halloween is like its own little adventure.
Wait, what do kids say these days? Oh yeah, trick or treat.
What's that? You'd like some of this candy? Sorry, I made it for my dragons.
This reminds me of the church's harvest festival, though that was far more austere.
Hand over the candy. Or, I shall prank you.
Tricking and treating feels nostalgic. We did it each year for children at the church.
My trick's gonna be way better than Luca's.
Trick or treat. But what use have the dead for candy?
Treat and treat. I'm in full giving mode for the holidays, so have another.
Trick or treat! And I really hope it's treat, or else. Halloween is not a free license to make mischief. It's slap or treat for you. Understand?
Trick or treat? No, I demand my treats at once.
Trick or treat? Oh, I've never had this much fun before.
You want me to dress up in a costume? Sounds fun.
Here, take my candy. Take all of it. Just please, no tricks.
This holiday is full of cute costumes. Perhaps I should don one as well.
It's fun to see everyone in costume, is it not? What sort of costume do you think would suit me?
A holiday where one gives out treats. How about one where we receive jewels instead?
Today's the day we give out treats. Here, I'll give you one, and you give me one.
Trick or treat!
It's trick or treasure hunt time. Better choose fast.
Threatening tricks? Extorting treats? I'll show those villains the meaning of just... Wait, that's not how it works? This is the holiday where we give out candy hearts, yes? No? Wrong one?
I'm gonna dress as a halberd this year. What? Is that weird?
The ghoulish attire donned by all confuses me. If I give them candy, will they scatter to the winds?
Everyone's in such a festive mood. Here, have some candy. Hand over the treats, or you'll get worse than a trick. A festival where you play tricks on people? I wonder if I'd be any good at that. Candy's fine, but I prefer loot you can spend. I do custom Halloween costume orders, so long as you want armor. Candy? Candy! Give me candy!
My costume is the lady who's gonna arm wrestle you into submission.
Forget trick or treat. I'm gonna do trick or cheer!
If you trick me this Halloween, you shall receive a stern talking to.
Trick or treat? I choose retreat.
Hand over the treats, or you'll get worse than a trick.
Want some of this candy? If not, chuck it in the air. I could use a target practice.
Trick or treat! I'm so excited for candy! A trick or a treat? What a fascinating query.
My brother sent me a pumpkin, so I'm carving it into a jack-o'-lantern.
It's okay to be selfish today, so hand over the treats before I trick you.
I see much mischief in your future.
Happy Halloween. And now a little game. Which hand holds the candy?